Okay.
Good idea.
Yeah. So good morning, Sharon. How are you?
Idea.
Yeah.
Good
Sharon,
morning. I'm very blessed. How are you, Tony?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I've just come back from a run, guys.
Okay.
You can see my sporty gear. I'm looking sporty. I can see someone's walking, and I love that. I love that. I will love it when someone's walking fast in the morning because that means they're getting some exercise. They're getting the blood flowing. Yeah. They're coming out of their comfort zone. And also the good thing to do is add food, good food to the diet. That's good. Yeah.
Great.
So we're having it. So Sharon, what do we have in store today? What do we have in store?
Absolutely. Okay, we have some great things today. Absolutely great things, Tony. We've got our nutritionist talking about the power of brown.
Oh,
And
brown.
brown will, and then there's some really, really exciting things. One of them is yourself, Tony. You're going to be doing a short presentation, which I'm so looking forward to.
Wow,
And so
me.
let me keep it a
I'm not
secret
good.
now. Until
I'm
the
not.
time you.
I'm not good at
Yes,
presentations.
you.
I'm not good. I'm not
The
good. I'm not good.
maestro himself.
I'm not good at presentations. Anyway, I'll try my
Yes,
best.
you know
I'll
that
try my
you are.
best. I'll try my best. Yeah. And then okay, so we're going to
Your
introduce.
best is the best.
Okay, so we're going to introduce. I think we should bring on. We've got Jeremiah just to say good morning to Jeremiah. Let me just see if we can get him in, and I'm going to say good morning, Jeremiah. So I'm going to give good morning to Nikki. Yeah. Nikki just disappeared. Was she dressing up or something? Suddenly I put a picture on and she, how you doing, Jeremiah? Eh?
I'm
Hey,
fine, I'm fine.
Good
good, good, good,
morning,
good.
Jeremiah.
Good morning,
Good
Jeremiah.
morning, Sharon. Good morning.
Nikki, are you there?
Great,
Are you
excellent.
there? Because I just want to make sure that you're okay because suddenly we put you there, you disappeared. But anyway, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So we're going to get started.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just get started. We're going to put everybody on mute just so that everyone can listen carefully and hear what we have to say today. Remember, this show is brought to you by Healthy Living Shows, and also it's sponsored by Salad Master, our best healthy cooking, nutritional cooking system. And I'm going to speak a little bit about why you should invest on Salad Master later on. Yeah. And oh, good morning. So you did do your hair. You changed your hair, Nika. Yeah. So your hair looks different. It looks like there's lots of nutrients in that hair.
I apologize. The call was coming in, so I had to mute.
Okay. So good morning, Nika. So okay.
Good
So
morning, sir. Morning,
we're looking
everyone.
we're looking forward to hearing from you. Okay, so guys, so Sharon, I'm going to push the power. I'm going to push the mute button, and actually, can I have IT mute all, and then give myself and Sharon the voice, please, and then we'll take off from there.
Okay.
So thank you. Okay, I think we've unmuted. We just need to unmute Sharon.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, good, good.
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so let's kick off. Let's kick off with some of the standard things that we talk about. It's always good to keep being reminded about our vision and our mission. Okay, so we have a famous statement: "Let food be thy medicine." And okay, there's a delay. Can everybody see what's on their screen now?
We can see it, Sharon. Yeah. We can see.
Okay, so yeah, fantastic. So as I said, let food be thy medicine, and our vision. Very soon we'll have some of our families being able to say this off by heart. Our vision is to lead the movement back to healthy home cooking, and our mission is to utilize cooking to inspire people to eat better, live better, and achieve the life they desire. That's our vision and mission statement. Okay.
All right. So we have the team
Okay,
here.
are we?
We have the
Yes,
team here.
so most of you know the team. Okay, now you know me, and you know Tony is always on call. And then we have Nikki, who many of you have spoken to, and we have our chefs, Chef Jessica and Chef Rose. We have Adeji, and then we have Isaac, the man behind the screen, who organizes everything. So that is the Health Restore program team. We're all happy to be with you and to get you going on this wonderful journey of Health Restore. Now, as we've already mentioned, we've got some super foods for super you by description of the topic, which is the browns, which I've already mentioned. Okay, so let me just go through these stats. This is Dr. Dolly, one of our local doctors based in Lekki. So in Nigeria today, the average life experience is 57 years young. 57 years young. And we're getting more stats in that shows that it's actually becoming younger and younger. Now, let me just share with you about diabetes. Diabetes, did you know that one person is diagnosed with diabetes every 2 minutes in Nigeria? Wow. And then high blood pressure. High blood pressure puts 1 in 4 Nigerians at risk every single day. And there are around 9 out of 10 Nigerians who are really unaware that they have high blood pressure. They have the symptoms, but they don't know it's high blood pressure until it's diagnosed, and that's such a critical point. Now, cancer, the C word. 10 Nigerians die every hour. So it can affect male, female, children, any type of cancer, which is quite shocking and startling. And then obesity. 1 in 4 adults in Nigeria are obese, and 1 in 10 children in Nigeria are obese by the age of 4. Very interesting statistics, Tony.
Terrible,
Very
terrible,
startling.
terrible. So we're gonna need
Yes.
with those kind of statistics, we're gonna need help. We're gonna need help. And we're going to need
We
help
are.
as a nation. We're going to need help, and this is why we're on this call. You know, one of the things I'm getting excited about is people are taking care of their health. People are interested in more information,
Yes.
how they can get better health.
Yes.
How can they maximize their health? And you know, we're going to need help. That's why we have a nutritionist on board. That's why we have Jeremiah. Jeremiah is going to help us on the next stage of our journey, because it's not fair. Why should we be the most obese nation in Africa? Why should we be carrying high
Yes.
blood pressure?
Yes.
Why should we be scared every day
Yes.
about our health? We need to change that. But change means you need to learn more. If things are not happening for you right now, if you're not happy with your health right now, then you need to change something. And guess what? That means you need to learn something new. And we're going to bring Jeremiah into the frame light. Jeremiah, how you doing? Jeremiah, are you there?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Wow. I
there.
heard. Yeah, you're here to share some information with our audience. In terms
Yeah.
of you've seen the stats, they're not looking good for Africa. They're not looking good for us. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are you talking to us about today, Jeremiah?
Okay. Good morning, all. Once more, my name is Jeremiah, and I'm going to be talking about the power of the brown. The power of the brown. And last week we did the power of the purple and the blue. And if you missed that, you can go back and get some information and get it and understand how the power of blue and purple really, really impacts your health. So today we're talking about the power of the brown. Before we get into that, we'd just like to share some other information with you and show you why we are undernourished in Nigeria and why we are
Okay,
more obese based
okay,
on our research.
great, great. The power of the brown. You hear, Jeremiah? The power of the brown. You
Wow.
know, we are
Yeah.
powerful because you know what? We are brown. Yeah, I am brown. You're brown. So we're talking about the power of
I'm
ourselves. Yeah. And this is we're talking about ourselves here today. We're talking about ourselves here today.
Yes.
The power of the brown. But anyway, don't let me not be too funny, because you know what? my wife says sometimes I need to be more serious, Yeah. So let me be a bit more serious, and we'll show you the slides for the power of the brown. So here we have Jeremiah. Jeremiah, over to you.
Yes, yeah. So we'll be talking about the power of the brand. So before we get there, like I said, there's some research that we made about nutrients and what are the foods we should increase or add to our diet. So it's one
Fantastic.
of very powerful questions we need to ask ourselves, and we need
Jeremiah,
to work on that. So hope
I'm
you like my
excited.
smiley by the
I'm
side.
excited about that. I'm excited.
I'm
I'm
really
excited
excited too.
because increasing the foods that we
Really.
need to increase, the foods that we need to increase. So over to you, Jeremiah. What are these foods?
Yes, so that's why we're actually talking about the brown today. So we know the food we're going to increase or add to our diet. And we also talk about the nutrient dense food. So this nutrient dense food has given us the research. We found out that we are the most obese nation in Africa, but we are undernourished, which also means we are malnourished. And this nutrient dense food gives you the most nutrient for the fewest amount of calories your body needs. So, and there are two kind of nutrients that we have. We have the macronutrient and the micronutrient. And our macronutrient contains our protein, our carbohydrate, our fat, and our fiber, as we all know, including excluding water. They are the 3 calories containing nutrients. And our micronutrients are vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals, and they are calorie free. So, and they also nourish the body on a cellular level. And we have something we call ANDI score, which is the aggregate nutrient density index. And we also have something we call the SAD diet, which contains high calorie foods that are deficient in micronutrients. So these are the things that research has shown us. These are the things that we have found out. So these are the things we need to work on. These are the things we need to know how to balance our macronutrients with our micronutrients. So these are the things we need to know to nourish the body on a cellular level to keep our body functioning on a day-to-day
Fantastic.
basis. So knowing
Jeremiah,
that now we're going to go to the power of ground.
Jeremiah, just slow down, slow down, slow down. Wow, wow, wow. There's some powerful information here. There's some
Yeah.
powerful information here. We can't leave this page without finding. I want to. I'm sad. I'm sad. I heard the sad diet. That means if you're sad, you're having the sad diet. What is it? What does SAD stand for?
It stands for the standard American diet.
The standard American diet is
American
SAD.
diet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Contains high calorie foods that are deficient in micronutrients. Oh my God.
In
Oh
macronutrients.
wow, wow. Guys, when you look, let's not call it. So if that's the standard American diet, yeah, then ours shouldn't be called SAD. We should have SND, isn't it? Standard Nigerian diet. Yeah, just to let you know. All right, so just moving on,
Yes.
moving on, moving on. Yeah,
Yeah, we're moving on to the power of brown. So we're talking about we now, we're talking about our color. This is our color, the power of the brown. So get ready as we talk about the power of the brown. And one of the things we quickly look into is our fiber and beans. We talk about fiber a lot because of its benefits it has in our body. So this fiber is also known as plant roughage, and it's only found in plants. That's what it entails. So what it does is it builds gut microbial, where 70% of the immune system resides. It also removes excess cholesterol. That is, it prevents the heart disease. It also regulates our blood sugar, which also helps prevent and reverse diabetes. It removes excess hormones, which prevent hormone-driven cancers. It removes excess carcinogens and toxins, which are beneficial for cancer prevention, especially the colon cancer, and also helps you feel full. So it helps you maintain a healthy weight and helps you in weight control. So these are the benefits of the fiber that we have, and it's important we know that
wow,
and know that
wow.
it's also found in, yes.
So fiber is very important. we can see it's a very important. And a lot of fiber. We're talking about beans too, you know. That's amazing. You know, in Nigeria, the great news in Nigeria, we have lots of beans. Um, One of the
A
things
lot.
is we just need to cook it well, cook it nice, so that we can keep all this in there. Because it has a lot in there, doesn't it? It has a lot in there. Can you see what it does? It has all this thing in there, but how do we protect it so that we can get the most out of it? You know, that's one of the things I'll probably cover later. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Great.
Okay. So
Very
over to you.
Yes, so I will giving us some example of some browns and their benefits to our body. So one of the example we have is the mushroom. So it has been found that a daily intake of fresh and dried mushroom help you lower the rate of breast cancer, and also a great source of vitamin D. They boost your immune system and they contain powerful antioxidants. So this is how important mushroom is to our body. And also the beans, talk about the fiber and the beans. So they are also known as the powerhouse when it comes to nutrition. So you see, our brown skin colors, we can relate it to be a powerhouse. So they contain high amounts of fiber. So we see all the benefits of fiber we have in our body. It also prevents most of the common lifestyle disease we have. And they're also high in protein. So you don't need to be looking for where you could get a level of high source of protein. Beans sort you out. And beans have more antioxidant than berries. Very, very good antioxidants. And they also have zincs. They help you boost your immune system and helps you in wound healing. So these are powerful examples of the brown that we have, the mushroom and the beans, and help you prevent all this lifestyle disease we have in our time today.
Wow.
So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Mushroom looks very, very powerful. Very, very
um,
powerful. But you know,
yeah,
some people are scared of mushrooms. So some people think they're poisonous and stuff like that. But I know that from my first-hand experience, when I was on the Health Restore program, the mushrooms were my savior. Yeah, they were that I always looked at a mushroom when I was going through the Health Restore program like a chicken. It had the same texture of a chicken. You just need to season it. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a quick question for Jeremiah.
Okay.
Yeah, the mushrooms, there are very many types of mushrooms. So
Yeah.
is it any particular mushroom that we're talking about, or all mushrooms have got the same kind of benefits as you've already described here? So any type of mushroom.
Yeah, we talking particularly about the brown mushroom. So this is
Okay.
what we're talking about mainly for today.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously that
All
means
right.
that means that other mushrooms have different properties and maybe
Yeah.
different things,
Yeah.
benefits. Okay.
Okay.
That can be for another day.
Yes, that's another
Okay.
topic.
Another day, another dollar. All right. Okay. So over to you again,
Wow.
Jeremiah.
Yes, so we go to look into more of the brown. So we have our potatoes. So they help you prevent weight gain, and they are the main source for energy for your brain, and they give healthy brain functioning. So they also contain good amount of potassium, and they are also high in vitamin C. And again, another part, for example, we're looking at is our tiger nut. It contains fiber, they are rich in iron, they are perfect snack option with natural creamy flavors. You know, you take your tiger nut, that's a creamy flavor, so it can be good for a snack time. And they
Mm.
also contain vitamin C, calcium, iron, and zinc. So these are good examples of the brown, and these are the functions that they have in our body. And it's important we know this so that we could look into getting more of the brown foods into our system.
Wow. Wow. So
So these
brown
are
is
the good,
powerful.
yes.
Yeah. Brown is powerful. So just to kind of like add a little bit of flavor. You know, we have brown. We have a lot of brown in Nigeria, and we do have lots. I know in Nigeria we like lots of beans. Yeah, I know. There's I think is it moi moi? Does it have beans in there too? Yeah,
Yes.
it does. Yeah, it
Yes,
has.
more.
Yeah, I like moi moi. Yeah, so that's another way of getting my. Is that another way of getting my fiber too? Yeah,
Yes, yes. It's
fantastic,
good.
fantastic,
Very good
fantastic.
food.
Okay, but now you're going to share something with us which is not brown, um,
Not
but will help men and women, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So we're talking about things that are not brown that are good for both the men and the women. So we're talking about lycopene. So it helps protect men
So,
from prostate cancer. And we could find it in our cooked tomatoes. And it has been found out that they have 4 times more lycopene than of the raw tomatoes. You can also find it in our watermelon, you can also find it in our grapefruit. So it's being advised that you take at least 2 servings per week. 2 servings per week. So we also have women which need the orange foods. And why do we need that? Because of the beta carotene helps protect women from breast cancer. So we can find this beta carotene in our sweet potatoes, in our carrots, in our mangoes, in our butternut squash, in our dark leaf greens. So, and it's advisable to eat 1 serving every day. Every day.
wow, wow, this is powerful
Wow.
in powerful information. You've got the that means that men need to eat more red foods if they want to protect themselves from prostate cancer. And you know, prostate cancer in our community is quite high. It's better to prevent it, even though there are ways that you can, when you find it early, you can cure it. But I think we all need to look at this very carefully. And what I see here is the fact that you get 4 times more lycopene from cooked tomatoes. Yeah,
Wow.
Yes.
and that's important because we need to also look at how we cook those tomatoes to be able to get the best out of it. Yeah. And for the ladies, wow, orange, Sharon, orange. What do you?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Orange is my color in terms of health restore.
right.
So I will look at every single fruit that's colored orange and
So
what
you,
benefits it can give me. Fantastic information, really useful.
right,
Yes.
great. Okay,
There's a question. There's a
okay.
question from one of our listeners about the potatoes, going back to the potatoes.
Yeah.
We've been talking about the potatoes, but what the question is what about the Irish potato? What about the sweet potatoes?
Is this sweet or Irish? Because
Sorry,
there's two different things.
sweet. Yeah, we're just making a comparison. Is it the same kind of like benefit for sweet potatoes as well?
No, no, but I think if we go back, the potatoes that uh so sorry, Jeremiah, the potatoes you were
Yes,
talking about were sweet potatoes, weren't
sweet potatoes. Yes, sir.
they? Yeah,
Okay, so you're talking about the
Potatoes.
sweet potatoes,
yes,
not
yes.
Irish potatoes.
Not Irish potatoes.
Irish.
Okay, great. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I hope
And
that answers the
and, and
question.
and with Irish potatoes, I hear there's a lot of starch in
Yeah.
Irish potatoes.
Yes.
So that's where you need to de-starch them so that you don't get too much, especially if you're diabetic and a number of other things. So I think
Patient.
yeah, sweet
Yes.
potatoes have a high glycemic index. Yeah. Is it low glycemic index or high glycemic?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Low glycemic index.
Low glycemic index. Yeah. Okay, so um
Yep.
moving on. Oh, look at that. So before we go on to me, I was shocked to see me. So
It's yeah.
I thank you, Jeremiah. That was very,
Thank you, sir.
very, it was very, very powerful. It was very, very informative.
Very
And
interesting.
as a man, because I speak to a lot of men that suffer from prostate cancer, and it's not a nice thing. Yeah. And I've spoken to lots of men that suffer from that had prostate cancer and had to go through operation. And the operation is not a great thing, even though they take that cancer out of the prostate, yeah, they have to sacrifice some things that if only they could protect themselves first, yeah, they wouldn't need
Yes.
to sacrifice it. So I think we need to just look at this very carefully. And one thing I'll say to everybody is, look, we spend more money on illness rather than spend it on wellness. That means that why do we wait till we're ill before we now take the money out of the bank? Yeah. Why don't we
Yes.
use the money that we have to protect our health and become well? I think that's powerful, that information on the men. I think Sharon, for the women, wow, you know,
Yeah, indeed.
again, breast cancer
Indeed.
is not, it's
Yes.
big. It's big in the UK, especially. Yeah. And knowing that, what color vegetables did you say again? What color is it?
Dark green,
No, what color vegetables are good for breast cancer? For breast cancer, was it
orange, orange,
orange?
orange.
Orange,
Orange.
orange. Yeah.
Orange.
So again,
Yes.
look, you don't have to have breast cancer before you start eating orange vegetables. Remember, you want to protect yourself from it. And again, I've spoken to lots of ladies that had cancer removed from their breast. It's not a good procedure. It's not nice. And sometimes you
Yes.
have to
No.
lose one or two breasts just to protect yourself.
Yes.
Why don't we protect
Absolutely.
ourselves before? Food is so powerful, powerful. Thank you. Thank you, Jeremiah. You
Very
brought the
powerful.
power. Yeah. So any questions? Any more questions
Thank
on
you,
that?
sir.
Any more questions? Any more questions?
No, there
Huh?
isn't any more questions at all.
Guys,
Thank you.
you know what? Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you very much. We'll just let you go.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for
much, sir.
coming. Yeah. Okay. So now, before
Thank you, Jeremiah.
before you go on to me, hey guys, you've got me now. Oh man, by the way, I apologize. I apologize. I'm
Let
looking.
me introduce you, Tony.
Can you really introduce me, Sharon? Okay, go on. Introduce
No,
me.
but I will
Introduce
try.
me
I
quickly,
will
quickly.
try. I will try. Okay, all right. So we have here Mr. Tony Bello, who is actually fit and healthy, just come back from a run, just doing
Oh my God,
all the
Sharon's gone.
wonderful nuggets that's in that brain of his. So here, Mr. Tony Bello.
Sharon, I heard part of your intro, but let me just tell everyone that it's
Can you
me.
hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. It's me. Look, sorry. I must first say I apologize for all of you in the world outside there looking at me informal today. I'm informal today because guess what? I just ran up a long hill. It was like a mountain. I've always looked at this hill and I've always watched people run this hill, and I've always said to myself, those guys are great. Yeah, those guys are great. Those guys, those women are great. I said, but that hill is too long and it's too high. It's too steep. Today, I decided enough's enough. I want to be great like them. So I ran up that hill. And let me tell you something. When I got up that hill, I felt tired, but I feel great now. Yeah. So guys, what I will say to you all is, look, let's take care of our health. Diet is first thing. Diet is the first thing. You know, what gave me the confidence to run up that hill? What gave me the confidence? The thing that gave me the confidence is because I know the fuel that I'm putting in my body. If you're putting the wrong fuel in your body, you cannot run up that hill. It's dangerous for you. It's dangerous. Don't try it. Don't try this at home if you're eating food that's not good for you. It's like putting bad fuel. You know, when we have fuel scarcity in Nigeria, it's like putting bad fuel in your car. And then you see what will happen. The engine will knock. So, what I'm advising everybody is, look, the first priority you have is to eat well and it's to eat the right food. The second priority you have is to exercise on a regular basis. But please don't exercise and exhaust yourself in exercise if you're not eating right, because that could lead to heart failure. That could lead to all kinds of things, dangerous things. So, my topic today, and they've given me this opportunity to have this topic. My topic is today, and they never allow me to do a topic usually on the show, is about, if you listen carefully to Jeremiah, he says cooked tomatoes are 4 times more lycopene than fresh tomatoes.
Raw.
So guess what? What's important now is how we cook it and how we prepare it. So what I'm going to share with you now is on the slide. I'm going to share with you why is it that we use Salad Master and why do we use them as our sponsors for this show? Yeah. And why does the Best Food Clinic, our clinic, Best Food Clinic, which is our chefs and our delivery service, why do they use Salad Master in the kitchen? And I'm going to show you some of the problems that we have when we're cooking our foods. Yeah. So guess what? The first thing I'm going to show you. So this talks about nutritional retention, because remember, Jeremiah said the food, the medicine is in the food. And Jeremiah said the power is in the food. But you know you can take the power out of the food unconsciously, yeah, by cooking it wrongly, but by preparing it wrongly. And also you can also put toxins into the food if you prepare it in the wrong thing. So what I'm going to do is just quickly run through. Mine's going to be quick. I'm going to be to the point. Now, I want to just give you a scenario. Let's imagine you go to the supermarket, you go to the market and you buy yam. Now we know yam, or sweet potato. Let's say sweet potato. We know sweet potato is good for us, especially as ladies, sweet potatoes. The orange, the sweet one. Now, guess what? What do? Some of us will peel the yam, don't we? Now, when we peel the yam, studies show on average we lose around 50%. Yeah. So we lose around 50% of the nutritional value. So that means that, let me just put it in money terms. You went to, if you don't mind putting everyone on mute, because I'm hearing a lot of fussy moving around. Isaac, if you don't mind, if everyone can just put themselves on mute while we go through this, please. Yeah. So the first thing is peeling. When you peel your, so I think I'm getting a lot of disruption. I just want to make sure that we have everyone on mute. I'm going to mute everyone, please, because
I think there's new people coming on board.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be able to unmute themselves. So okay, I've just muted everybody, so you shouldn't hear anything, because it's not fair for all of you that are here trying to find out how can you get maximum nutrition out of your food. Because if you have maximum nutrition in your food, then guess what? It helps you recover and it helps you protect yourself from the lifestyle disease. So the first thing is when you peel your yam, when you peel your potatoes, those things are grown under the soil. Now, those vegetables grown under the soil, most of the goodness is under the skin. So when you peel it, you lose on average maybe around 50%. So that means that you went to buy that yam, and I'm going to use yam for, let's say, 1,000 naira. And guess what? You had 1,000 naira worth of nutrients in that yam. And by you peeling that yam or peeling that potato, you just threw away 500 naira of nutrients. Do you deliberately go to the market and do that? That's one thing. Then guess what you do next? You now add that yam to water. Now, guess what happens? The water-soluble vitamins and minerals will dissolve into the water. Now, we know we get our flavor from minerals from the food. But if a lot of those minerals are dissolved in the water, then the food loses its flavor. And therefore, guess what we then do? We then put artificial or salt into the water to give the food flavor. But if we didn't cook that food or that yam or that potato in water, it would have had flavor. Now, guess what we do next? We apply high heat to it. High heat to the water, because the water has to boil. Now, on average, studies show when you heat your food above 90 degrees, it loses most of the nutritional value. Then guess what we do when we're boiling that yam, boiling that potato? We expose it to air and light. And that's when we have what we call oxidization. So we lose even more nutritional value. And then we go on to the steaming. As you can see on the diagram, steaming. And some of you, after a hard day's work, what do? You come home from work and you take that food that you cooked and you put it into the microwave. Now, guys, I want you to go and read up on microwaves. I want you to go and read up how it works. I'm not going to say it on here, but I want you to read up how it works. I want you to see whether it's adding value to your food or whether it's taking value away from your food. What I'm showing you here, what I'm talking to you about here is we are learning all about the good foods that are coming our way. we're learning, we're being educated by the nutritionists of the foods that we need to eat. But guess what? We need to also know how to protect the integrity of those foods. And the best way to protect it is not doing these things that you've seen here, peeling, adding water, applying high heat, doing you lose color in your food, you're losing nutrients. So that's one thing. So just moving over to the next slide quickly. Now, another thing we're going to do for you, and we do it for you for free, we're going to come and test your cookware. Because look, there's so many studies now that show that people are getting metals in their blood. They have metals in their blood, they're having metals in their head, and studies are saying they don't know where this is coming from. But one of the worries is coming from the cookware they're using. So what we're going to do is we will help you test your cookware. Yeah. And if you want, bring your cookware to our office, we can test it. Or if you want, invite us to your home. We can do a whole health and nutrition presentation and do it for you there. But the other thing we have to understand is, are these cookwares protecting the nutrition in your food? Are you exposing your food to air and light when you're cooking in your pot? Are you applying water to certain vegetables when you're cooking in there? Are you using oils when you're doing that? If you are, then you need to look at our presentation. That's why we're sponsored by Salad Master, and I want to say thank you very much, Salad Master, for sponsoring us. And on that note, I think I am finished. So I'm going to now ask if there's any questions. Sharon, you can unmute yourself so that we can hear if there's any questions. If you have no questions, then Sharon I'm going to introduce Sharon now. Sharon, are you there? I don't know whether we have this like
Yes, I've just
yeah,
been unmuted.
yeah.
Yes, thank you very much for that, Tony.
It looks like I am on muted. I don't know what's happened to our IT staff. Or maybe they've all resigned. Anyway, let's move on.
I
So
can hear you.
okay, I can hear you. So Sharon, is there any questions on what I said just now? Because one of the things is I'm very passionate.
Okay, yes. I mean that's very great information. So no more peeling. No more peeling of our food, especially the vegetables that are grown under the ground. But there's a couple of questions.
Okay.
Actually, the first question is what type of foods can people eat to avoid having stubborn piles? That's a big one.
Well, I think one
so
of the things
Jeremiah, you may be
well, Jeremiah's
able to answer that.
Well, I think I mean I can say one thing. I think fiber might be good. So is Jeremiah there? Jeremiah, are you there? Jeremiah, are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir.
Okay, so you heard the question. You heard the question.
Yes, I heard the question. So that's it. I think fiber is the best answer for it. And now
Fiber. The brown fiber.
So the brown.
It's the best. And I'll tell you why. You see, one thing about fiber that we need to know is that they are in two forms. They are called the soluble and the insoluble fiber. So what the soluble fiber does is that it forms a gel in your digestive tract. So those gel, once it's formed, gets eaten up by the friendly bacteria you have in your body. So why the insoluble fiber form the bulk in your stool. So those two things now help you promote your gut. So once the bacteria begins to feed on those gel, it also helps you diminish those pile. This is like a swollen vein. So it's caused by the vein being swollen up. So those bacteria tends to now work on it, seeing that the soluble fiber is now present in your body, and those friendly bacteria now have the opportunity to able to work both on the fiber and on the pile. So your beans is a very, very good example, like we talked about today. It's the powerhouse of fiber. So it's good if you take
Fantastic.
the amount of bean.
Fantastic.
So fiber. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, you know what? One thing I'll say to you, let me tell you one thing. And this is my personal experience with the 30-day health history. Yeah. You will find that sorry, I think my phone's going all crazy now. You will find that you should go regular. All I remember is that
Easy.
is that
Yes.
I was going regular. You understand?
Yes.
So don't worry. If you're not going at all, then you will go. Yeah. If you're sorry, if you're not going, you will go. If you're going, you go more. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
I
hand
hope that
over to
answered the
Sharon.
question. There's another question about the lemon, and somebody
Okay.
was saying, can that be included into the orange, the power of the food of the orange, or does it come under the yellow? And what are the benefits of lemon?
Okay. Over to you.
I didn't get you.
Okay, the
The question
question
again, sorry.
is lemon. Somebody's asking a
Okay.
question about lemon.
Okay.
Okay, and what's the benefits of lemon, and does it attach itself to the power of the food of orange, or is it got its own power of food under yellow?
Yes, yes. It's the power of food of both yellow and orange. So they are in the same
Okay,
I would like to now group of family. Then say group of
right.
family. So the lemon contains good amount of vitamin C, which also is found in the orange. So and also your beta carotene, which is also found in the orange, can also be found in the lemon. So that beta carotene is being converted into your body to form good amount of retinol, which helps your vision. So they're in the same family class.
Okay, great. So lemon and oranges are in the same family. That's great. Okay, and then somebody's asking a question. I think we'll make this the last question for now. Thank you very
Okay.
much for writing in your questions. I love all the queries. Pressure cooking, is it good? Is it good to pressure cooker your beans?
Well, let me ask you. Let me come in here.
Tony, you might
Yeah?
want to answer
Let me
this.
come in here.
Yes,
Jeremiah, do
I
you want to
thought
say
so.
something first before I come in?
Sir?
You want to say anything before I come in?
No, you can come in now.
Okay, good. Well, let me tell you something. Yeah. Firstly, is we cook our beans. Yeah, we cook our beans. Okay. Now, why do you use a pressure cooker? That's number one. Why do you use a pressure cooker? You don't use a pressure cooker to add value to your beans, do you? You use the pressure cooker to put pressure on the beans. And why do you put pressure on the beans? Because you want to cook it faster. Now we know about fast foods, don't we? So for me, personally, I'm just cooking personally, from my personal opinion, I don't suggest you put pressure on your food. If it takes 5 more minutes to cook, let it cook for 5 more minutes. If you can get more nutrients by it taking 5 more minutes to cook, please wait the 5 more minutes. The good news for you is that if you have the time to see a Salad Master presentation, yeah, we can show you how to cook your beans, not as fast as a pressure cooker, but it will have maximum nutrients in there. So really, and it will be faster than the normal way of your cooking. So it will be faster than your conventional cookware, yeah, much faster, yeah. But remember our focus in the nutritional cooking system. Listen carefully. Our focus in the nutritional cooking system is to preserve nutrition. That's our number one priority. It's not to cook your food fast. Our number one priority is to preserve the nutrition of your food. And the second, and the good news for you is even though that's our number one priority, you still will cook your food faster than any of your cookware that you have right now. Okay, so I think, did I answer your question, Sharon? Sharon looks like she's knocked off, but I think, did we say, did I answer the question? I think I answered.
Okay.
Did I answer it? Oh, someone said yes.
Hello, Tony.
Madam Helen said yes. She said yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So a very quick question, Tony. Tony, very quick question.
Yeah.
If somebody's got a stomach ulcer, is lemon okay to take?
Okay, I'm going to be. You see, one thing I will say to everybody here is this: We do these shows so that you can learn from the shows. Yeah. So what I'm going to advise is
Yes.
Sarah last week did the show on stomach ulcers, and she also mentioned lemon. Yeah. So please don't let us talk about
Yes.
a lifestyle problem without looking at the full picture. So I'm going to advise the person that
Yes.
asked the question, please look at last week's show, and we'll send you the link for that too. Yeah. Thank you. So,
Okay, great. Wonderful. Thank you, Tony.
so Sharon, over to you, please.
Okay. All right. So the Health Restore program. Okay. Can everybody see what's on the screen now?
You can see it. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. So over the past few weeks, we've launched our Health Restore into a club membership. Okay, so the club membership, it can either be a silver membership or a gold membership. Okay, for a silver membership, it is 20,000 for the whole year. And for gold, it is 40,000. And obviously the gold membership actually gives you access to many, many things. It can give you all the shopping lists. It can give you the meal plans. The gold membership also looks on videos on how to prepare and cook meals. With the gold membership, you would get 90 days of videos, 90 usage of videos. Whereas with the silver membership, it is less, obviously. It is 45. So what we want to do is to have as many gold memberships joining us for the Health Restore program with lots and lots of information, weekly health tips, weekly one-to-one consultations, discounts on Salad Master products. Now, Tony talked about Salad Master and seeing a presentation. So when you see a presentation, you'll be the first to know about our products and our discounts. An invitation to live cook schools. And you even get a chance, Tony, don't forget this one, a chance to win a Salad Master machine every month. So we started the beginning of the month, so you could be in with a chance to win a Salad Master machine. So keep tuned in. And then we also have Best Food Clinic affiliate membership. So that will give you access to our Best Food Clinic, where if you're a busy person, you don't have time to cook, you can order online, but also you can also benefit from our affiliate membership, which is something that you will get to hear about once you've registered and subscribed, and lots of access to health and nutritional videos. So the gold membership obviously gives you a lot more. The silver membership gives you less. You pay less and you get less, but I always go for gold. Go for gold because I want the maximum. What about you, Tony?
I only go for gold. Yeah. My
You
wife,
only go for gold. Yes.
my wife's red wedding ring is gold. Yeah. So if it's good enough for my wife, it's good enough for me.
It's good enough for you. Okay. That's great.
She would
Okay.
not marry me if I gave her a silver. Yeah.
All right.
It had to
Okay.
be gold.
Okay. Yes. So
Yeah.
we're all going for gold. So please, if you're new today, welcome. And if you are wanting to join our Health Restore Club membership, please do so after the show. No time to waste. Okay. So we've got our wonderful Nikki now, who is the coordinator, and most of you have spoken to her. But Nikki, let me hand it over to you. Are you there?
Yes, I am here. Okay, can
Hello,
you hear
Nikki?
me?
Yes.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Nikki. So over to you.
Yes. Okay. Thanks, Madam Sharon. Good morning. Good morning. Super good morning, everyone. I'm excited, as always, to be here, every Saturday. So I think the secret to multiplying, is to share. So you find in the process of sharing, as I'm sharing, I'm actually also increasing in knowledge. And so definitely I'm excited. How are we all doing? I hope we've had a great week. Yes. So my name is Nike, as Madam Sharon has said. Hello, can you hear me?
Can hear you loud and clear, Nikki.
Okay.
Nikki, I must say, the picture of you and Sharon, you look like the A-team. You look like the A-team. I don't know whether you know what they. You look like some power women coming to give some power information to some powerful people. You know, you look powerful. I need to share the screen again. Look at these ladies. Look, ladies.
You don't
I'm
look
jealous.
too bad
I'm
yourself,
jealous.
Tony.
I'm
You
jealous.
don't look too bad yourself.
I
Okay.
agree, Madam Sharon.
Okay, Nikki,
Yeah.
over to you. Over to
We
you.
have to
Thank
put you in the
Mr.
middle next
Tony.
time.
I don't think I don't I
Thank
don't think I don't
you.
think my wife would agree with that. Anyway, moving on.
Don't we all just love Mr. Tony? Yeah, for the comic relief session every now and again. Thank you so much, Mr. Tony. Again, good morning, everyone. So my name is Nike, and I am the 30-day Health Restore Coordinator. As I say, I'm that woman that sticks with you throughout the 30-day. I take you by the hand and I take you through throughout the 30-day program, helping you to navigate the 30-day, health restore terrain. Anything new requires some form of, guidance, a guide just to, help smoothen the journey. So that's what I will do with you, or that I do with you essentially. So you've heard a bit about the program. You've heard from Madam Sharon. Thankfully, we have, we're always looking to improve on what we do. And now we have, multiple plans under the Health Restore Club membership for you to, to come on the program. So no excuses, no excuses, no excuses. Moving on, question is, what do you get for signing up? I think a lot of it, Madam Sharon has gone through earlier with you. And in addition to what she said, once you signed up, you would typically get a call from me, just to, let you know, basically confirming your registration. Then once that's done, you get a starter kit. In the starter kit, you have this, as you can see on the screen right here. You get a personal username and password, that's specific to you. And once you've, logged in with the link that's been sent to you, also in the starter pack, you gain access to the 30-day meal plan that Madam Sharon mentioned, earlier. So in the 30-day meal plan, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and also the videos to go with them. The 2-minute videos, short videos that you watch to give you basic, instructions on how to go about the cooking. So that's, that's it for the username, password, and also the cooking instructions. Then next to that, you will typically we ask you at the start of the program to check your vital signs. Depending on what your health goals are at the start of the program, we always encourage you to check your weight, to check your blood pressure, your blood sugar level, cholesterol, again, depending on what your health goals are. And you do that on a regular basis. It can also be on a daily basis, just to track progress. So, and what we do then is to check on you weekly. At the end of each week, we'll typically put a call through just to see how you are getting on. And through tracking your vitals, your stats, we're able to track progress with you, so that if anything is going sort of out of place, over the course of the 30 days, we ensure that we've nipped what needs to be nipped in the bud to ensure that you arrive at the desired health goal. So here on, I think I will hand back over to Madam Sharon to talk a bit about the best food clinics. Thank you.
Thank you, Nika. Thank you, Nika. I hope Sharon's around. So that's the best food clinics. We're just coming to the end of the show, which we're almost finished. I think, let me just see if Sharon can be unmuted. Okay, so you heard what Nika says. Nika is your person to call, your person to contact while you're on the Health Restore program. I think we've lost Sharon somehow.
I'm here.
Okay, Sharon, over to you, please, quickly, because we're going to run out of time.
Okay, all right. So we have Best Food Clinic. We have a website, bestfoodclinic.com, and what we want you to access to is having the opportunity to order online. If you're busy, you don't have time to prepare food 3 times a day, we're here to help you. We are here with our breakfast, our lunch, and our dinner. You just have to order online and we deliver to you, mainland or island. So if it's something that you think, okay, great, I want somebody to deliver my food, I want to be on the Health Restore program, then that's what I'll do. So there's a Tony, a testimonial here.
Yeah, that's a testimony. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
so yeah, okay. All right. So we have many people who have given us testimonials who have completed the Health Restore program. And we have a testimonial here, which, you know, I found quite kind of like powerful. This is somebody who got onto the 30-day Health Restore program, not for any health reason, but just for optimum health. And we have a lot of those type of people who just want to get much more healthier and have more energy. So a lot of things worked out for her on the program, and it was hard. It was hard at the beginning, but it got easier towards the end. It's all about consistency and planning. So she is a product of the 30-day Health Restore program. Okay, so this one is a testimonial about a husband and wife. My wife. Okay, you cut the testimonial off.
Okay, right. So we're going to wrap up now. We're getting to the end, so we have to wrap up. So Sharon, let's just wrap up now because we just have to.
Yes.
Yep. So finally, so if there's any questions with the 30-day Health Restore, with the Best Food Clinics, any questions? If anyone has any questions, Sharon, is there any questions on your side?
There's no questions so far. I
Right.
think I've addressed all of them, most of them.
Great. Okay.
There are some questions, but I think that that's something that we would probably about ulcers.
Okay.
And
So we'll send the link out. We'll send the link out.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
no problem.
So, okay,
That's
so
the only question outstanding.
okay, so thank you very much. I can't see Jeremiah, but I think he's around somewhere. His picture's not showing.
Yeah,
so we can't spotlight
we
him.
have very heavy
Yeah.
rain.
Okay, no problem. So what I'd say, guys, is thank you very much for coming on the show. Thank you very much to our host, Sharon. Thank you very much, Nick. Thank you very much, Jeremiah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And thank you very much to you, family, our family. Yeah. Our family, we're here to help you. We're here to grow with you. We want to grow to a high level of wellness. So we are here and we are here to support you. So if you have any questions, any challenges, any problems, let Nick know, let Sharon know. Don't talk to me because you know what? I'm a big challenge myself. I'm working on myself. And go out there. Remember, diet is first, exercise is second. Yeah. Take care of your health first, take care of your food first, and then everything else will take care of itself. So on that note, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you. And on that note, we'll say bye-bye. Bye-bye, Madam Helen.
Bye-bye.
Good. Bye-bye. Jeremiah, bye-bye. Mr. Lukman.
Bye-bye, Sharon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
We have Mr. Taiwo. Goodbye. Yeah, guys, you know what? Get
Bye.
fit. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Same time, same place.
Not same topic though. Yeah. Bye-bye.